Anne Frank was a young Jewish girl who lived in Germany but fled to the Netherlands during the Holocaust. She is most famous for writing The Diary of a Young Girl. She has impacted the world by representing Jewish victims in the Holocaust and by being a symbol of hope and resilience in the face of persecution. After their loss in World War One, the German people were angry. A man named Hitler used this anger and focused it on the Jewish people to further his political career and racial ideology. Eventually, when he rose to power, he made anti-Jewish laws such as the Nuremberg Laws, which prevented marriage between Jewish and German people and took away Jewish people's citizenships. Jewish people were attacked and then given to Aryan owners instead of Jewish ones. Jewish people were sent to ghettos and eventually concentration camps. Around 6 million Jewish people were killed during the Holocaust. Anne Frank was born on June 12, 1929. Her family included her mother Edith, her father Otto, and her sister Margot. During her early years, she was encouraged by her father to read and to write. After Hitler took power, Otto Frank got an offer to start a business in Amsterdam and took the opportunity. For a while, Anne Frank lived a mostly normal life and went to school learning to read and write better. In 1940, the Germans invaded Amsterdam. They brought in discriminatory laws and eventually ordered all Jewish people into work camps. The Frank family hid in the business of Otto Frank in a secret annex hidden behind a bookcase. Anne Frank received a diary on her 13th birthday and she named it Kitty. During this tough time, she held on to hope and tried to persevere through the tough times. Anne Frank wrote about her thoughts and feelings about everything that was going on at the time. One of her quotes was, "It's difficult in times like these. Ideals, dreams, and cherished hopes rise within us, only to be crushed by grim reality. It's a wonder I haven't abandoned all my ideals. They seem so absurd and impractical, yet I cling to them because I still believe, in spite of everything, that people are good at heart," which shows how she held on to hope during this tough time. On August 4th, 1944, the Frank family were caught and sent to Auschwitz. They all suffered terrible conditions, and as shown in the quote by Holocaust survivor Rosalia Noack Burke, "One of our friends we knew from the ghetto ran to the barbed wires. I yelled to her, 'Don't go to the barbed wires, you will get electrocuted.' She said, 'What should I have to live for?' Despite the terrible conditions, Anne Frank stayed strong with her mother and sister. Shortly after their mother's death, Anne Frank and her sister were transferred to a smaller concentration camp called Bergen-Belsen. Due to the inhumane treatment and terrible conditions, Margot Frank died along with Anne Frank 3 days later. Their bodies were found in a mass grave when the camp was liberated on April 12, 1945. This is estimated to be around 1 month after Anne Frank's death. The only survivor of the Frank family was Otto Frank. He received Anne Frank's diary from their hiding place around 1 year after her death. Otto Frank was moved by the resilience and hope shown in the diary, so he published it. The diary became world famous over time and is now a symbol for hope in the face of discrimination. Otto Frank said that, "We cannot change what happened anymore. The only thing we can do is to try to learn from the past and to realize what discrimination and persecution of innocent people means, to try and to teach the new generations to be better people." Anne Frank has positively impacted the world by representing the resilience of oppressed people in the face of discrimination during World War II and still impacts us today. She has done this by humanizing the Holocaust and making people think of specific people instead of just statistics. Anne Frank's story and diary have become tools to teach people about the dangers of discrimination and the consequences it can have. The words in the diary inspire hope and show resilience. Ultimately, her legacy lives on as a symbol for courage and a call to stand against injustice in society.